Okay, so I think we are doing it right. Hello, YouTube. And so just a quick explain for those who will be watching us and for Elanese and Carmen that are first timers here on TNT, what it is TNT and how it works, right? So TNT is a conversation platform. There are not just English as a language available. There are also Spanish, Italian, and French. But here, the live meeting classes, they are not regular classes. There is no material or homework. We are not here to correct you. I'm not a teacher. We are just here to practice our speaking together in order to achieve fluency and confidence, right, to talk. And there is also available other plans for initiatives, intermediates, and advanced ones. You can check in other languages, right? You can check more details in our website, talkandtalk.com.br, okay? So today it's a little crowded here, right? So I think that it would be better to the conversation flow if I separate us, but create a breakout room. That is exactly what I will do, just to the conversation flow better. Just a second, guys. So. Okay. Let me just, okay. Okay, during in the breakout rooms, make sure to be polite and respectful, please. You all have the questions on the chat, but you do not have to stick with them. It's just a guide, okay? So if any troubles, you can click on the button, ask for help, then I will go to you, okay? So that's it. If you didn't receive any invitation, it means you're gonna stay here with me on the main room, okay? So, yeah, that's it. Okay, that's something. Maybe Jose, I don't know. So maybe it's a problem with her connection. So guys, welcome again. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Before we get started, maybe we could present ourselves, right? I want to know you better. Maybe Bruna could start.
Yes, I'm Bruna. I live in Brasilia. I'm married. I have 2 sons. I started in TNT maybe December the last year, but now I'm very interested in more dedicate in TNT because it's necessary to improve my English.
Awesome, Bruna. Thank you. And you, Malu, please, could you present yourself? Malu? Are you listening?
Now I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Malu. I'm 25 years old. I work with privacy and data protection. I'm here since February and I love TNT.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Someone that is new and is already loving it is a really an amazing experience. I was in love when I started too, and I'm still in love. So, Carmen, go ahead, please.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, too. I am Carmen. I live in Brasilia, and I am here because I like the language and I like the topic of talking. It's nice to have a discussion here, especially in my point of view. And that's it.
Great. Thank you, Carmen. Elanez, please, could you present yourself for us to know you better?
Hello, my name is Ilonise. I'm married. I have 2 sons. I live in Paraná. And I'm here to improve my English speaking skills. That's all.
Awesome. Thank you, Elanise. So let me just a quick presentation about me. I am Ana Laura. I am a hostess here on TNT since April, so it's a new thing for me, but I'm loving it. It's very challenging, but I'm loving it. And I'm 25. I live in Cruzeiro. It's a small city in São Paulo, and I work as a lab analyst. And on my free time, I like to do some biking and reading books. That's it. So we can move on to the questions, right? Let me see. Bruna, could you start reading the first one and answer it, please? And maybe choosing someone to answer after you. Your mic is off.
Sorry, I'm in cell phone. Sometimes it's very difficult to change
okay.
the screen, but 1 minute, I see it here. Let's go. What is the concept of corporate social responsibility and what does it enclose? Well, the first time when I read these questions, and the last time yesterday at 9, I didn't I don't know what is this, and I ask about this. I search about this in the internet. So let me see here one thing. My screen. I lost you. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. 1 minute,
Sorry,
please.
I forgot that you were in the cell phone. I'm not going to ask to read the questions again. It's more easy if someone reads.
Yeah. All right. So the corporate social responsibility, I understand that is when the company has do anything to other for your customers. I think is this for no, not for your customers, for the world, the global world, about the environment, about the needs, philanthropic things. I think it is this, and I know one company that is close a practice this corporation social responsibility.
Awesome. There is other questions, specific questions asking about this. Maybe we can share with us. Is one of the next questions. Then you can share with us. Carmen, what about you? What's your thoughts about it?
Okay. What means enclose?
Enclose is abranger.
Okay, thank you. In my point of view, it's a kind of perfect company, yeah, because they do more than profits. Yes, they are worried about the society, about the people that are working there, they have more than only work and produce something. It is what I understood.
Yeah, the video showed that, right? Summarize it. Thank you. I liked your answer. It was very, very good. Elanice, what about you? What do you think it is CSR? By listening the answers of your colleagues and watching the video, you can share with us.
I think it's the responsibility to the companies to do social impact in the community. They can make many activities to help the community. Some companies invest in education, and some companies also invest in sport for the children. I think it's a very good thing to this company. Also help the community.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. And you, Malu?
Well, I think corporate social responsibility is about you look outside your company and then look for social and environment topics and then try to support it. It can be or not related to the business. For example, if I'm in industry, I can think about water or not, or maybe I can think about poor also. So it's not exactly related to the business, but can be too. And then you try to make impact outside your company, not just inside with profits and with your employees. You look for other people and other contexts.
Yeah, exactly. So you all answered correctly, right? So CSR is just is when the company are committed with the planet, the community, where they are, where they work, where they are working, right? So that's it. You nailed it in your answers. So let me see, Carmen, could you read out loud for us the question number 2 and then answer it?
Yes. Could you list the pros and cons of establishing a CSR program? It's a good question. Yes, I can see a lot of good things with it because the employers are more involved with the company if it happens. In my point of view, it is one example of a good thing because it's nice to know that you are doing something daily, that it is more than money, that is more than profits, that you are changing others' lives. For example, you can make the difference. Yes, and my point of view, it's nice because generally we work in order to receive our salaries, and that's it. Generally, okay, it's not for all, but generally, yes. I believe that is one good point. One point that it's not so good, I believe that because it's difficult to practice it. It's difficult to have a balance with the goals of the company the profits because it's necessary. Even though you are doing more than it is necessary. We have to have money, yes, to do the things, unfortunately. So it's difficult to have a balance between the things, between the CSR and the profits and the business and the goals of the company. Even though you are doing that things, you have to be, in the case, the owner, yes, has to be very, very good when we're talking about business, because it is difficult. My point of view, it's easier to do the other side, yes, but to do the both, it's difficult. It's what I think.
Interesting. Yeah, definitely I agree with you. So let me see. Eloise, what about you? You can think the pros and maybe some cons of a CSR program. Eloise, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, but I don't understand the question.
Let me see. The pros is, it's like I was asking, what are the advantages and disadvantages of when a company is trying to start to practice corporate social responsibility? It's not more clear now? Maybe the good points and maybe some the bad points. It's clear now?
Yes, it's clear now. But
Okay.
I think this topic is a little challenging for me because I'm a beginner.
Oh, sorry. If you need any help, just ask. Maybe, let me see, how can I help you? The good points were mentioned in the video, right? The good points are just like, how can I say? There are the good impact on the planet and the communities, right? You all were talking about it on answering the first question, right? And you can remember another one? A good thing about it?
Yes, they can help the community. They can invest in education, in sport, in other things. But I don't know is there some bad thing to do this? I don't know.
So all these things that you mentioned is good for the image, right? Of the company, right? It's a good marketing for them, right? So it's a differentiation, oh, I forgot. Diferenciação, you guys, in front of their I forgot the word, guys. Concorrentes, and it's a marketing tool, right? They can also attract and retain talents, right? Employees, good employees. Maybe the staff get more engaged, I don't know this is the correct word, right? And let me see, I searched some cons, but I want to hear from you guys. Maybe the pros and cons, you can think about the both. Malu, what about you?
I think it's so difficult to think about the cons, because of course we think it's a good thing to do. So every company should have a project like that. But of course, there are some cons. I just can't think about it right now. But about the pros, I think you said, girls, you are helping the community, you are engaging your employees. Of course, it shouldn't be mandatory, that they be part of it. Maybe it could be a con if an employee doesn't work in this kind of project. It's okay. Sometimes they are in another project in your personal life. So it's a point. What else? Of course, it helps the image of the company. Helps with investors. I'm not sure if it is the pronounce. It helps with clients, with the population, because they will see the company as in a better way. And I think that's it. I'm thinking about it.
Awesome. Thank you, Malu. And you, Bruna, what are your thoughts about it?
So I think it's this subject that you choose is very difficult. It's because it's why I'm here, because I want to listen about this. My colleagues think to it. I think it's important to me, for I will learning about. But I think it's the pros. It's like my colleague said, it's good for community. But the cost, I think here, I think it's the product. It's very expensive, because the company needed to spend more money to do this, and it's necessary to get a more time, because these programs don't have it. It's a long time to do the investment you put, because I think it is this the long time to return about the company invest for the program. I think is this.
Yeah, exactly. This is the biggest con that I found. Exactly, just like Bruna mentioned. So, and you guys mentioned the pros is the things that we mentioned before, and the cons would be this: the increase of cost of production, right? So the third question, the question number 3, is very interesting. Maybe Malu could read for us out loud and then answer it.
Okay. Many organizations have been misleading consumers with a marketing technique called greenwashing. Do you ever heard about it? What could be the consequences of this practice? I can start to answering. Okay. I heard about it, but I'm not sure. I don't know about it in details, I just heard once or twice, something like that. Which is, I think, you support good practices, but then your company is not doing the same. So basically, you should start by yourself and not by outside. Well, I think depends on the kind of organization, the field, and the impact that what they are doing. But of course, there are some consequences in our law, especially, I don't know, ambiental, that's it, law. The point is, if we have people enough to investigate and to do something about it in our state. But I think there are some consequences that could be applied.
Okay, got it. I see your point. Elanice, what about you? Did you ever heard about this term, greenwashing? What do you think it could be?
No, I never heard about it.
That's okay. Maybe you can think a little bit more, maybe listen the others' answers. Carmen, what about you? I want to hear from you.
I don't know if I am understanding very well. What is greenwashing?
So greenwashing is a term. It's not literally washing, but let me see. Bruna, maybe you know a little bit. I don't want to spoil the
All right. Well, I never listened about the greenwashing, but yesterday I research about this, and I understood that is when the company said, do you think the program, do you made a product with very good for environment, but it's not true. I think it sometimes is this.
Okay.
The company said is the good benefits to environment, but it's not true. The company said this because they want to sell more, but I think is this. I think it's a problem, a big problem, because the customer is not the company. It's not confident. I think it's not a confidence company. It's so a big problem, because in the first moment, it's possible the company sell more product, but before it's now, I think it is this.
Okay, now I understood. I've already heard about it, but not with that kind of word. Yes, and to tell the truth, I generally I don't check about, but now thinking better, you are giving me good ideas. Yes, I love the topics of talking because when we go out here, we have different ways to think about the topic. Yes, it's so nice. But to come back to the topic, it's interesting because I've already heard about that kind of thing, but not with that specific word. But generally, I don't check if they are really doing it. Okay, so probably there are a lot of lies about it. Probably it's like when you buy the clothes and they said that they are 100% of cotton. And after you will check the informations of the clothes and you see that it's not true. There are others kinds of, I forgot the name now, tecidos, yes, and it's so, I feel so sad because it is a preference for me, okay? I prefer clothes made by cotton. So I believe that there are the same situations in that case, okay? And I didn't check, I've never checked if they are doing what I believe that they are doing. And it's so interesting because there are big business, big like Adidas, for example, they show that they do it with some patches of Coca-Cola. And for example, they said that they do clothes by that kind of material. So I feel so nice, even though it's not cotton, okay? In that case, I bought that clothes because I believe in it. So it's so interesting. I believe that we have to check in order to know the truth. Yes, it's very important. And that's the problem. Yes, that is a lie, a big lie, because some people buy that kind of products in order to make the difference in the planet. So it is the big problem in that case, in my point of view. And we feel a kind of frustration, yes, because we believe that we are doing a good thing, and after we realize that we are not doing. It's what I believe.
Yeah, girl, you nailed it in your answer. Exactly. So, greenwashing is when a company claims that it has environmental concerns, but their practices and activities prove otherwise, you know? So, what could be the consequences? Exactly, frustrations of the customers, and then the customers begin to be more skeptics, you know. Oh, it's all about marketing. It's not true that they are doing such things, you know. That's it. That I can say about it. That I searched. Let's go to the question number 4. Elonice, could you read for us the question number 4, then answer it?
I can't see the question. I don't know.
On the chat.
In the chat. Let me see.
If you need it, I can paste again. You find it?
No.
No, that's okay. Maybe I can say to say it to you, then you can give me your answer, because I want to hear from you.
Okay.
Can you mention an example of a company's CSR practice that you remember? An example about the practices that you were mentioning before, and a company you can remember and describe it a little bit for us.
I've already heard about some of them. Like I can't say about all the CSR of the companies, but I've already heard about some things that they are doing, like Natura, for example. I've already heard that the company has a place that moms can leave the kids, for example, in order to work, yes, and in Natura pays for it. They don't have to pay, and they feel better working, because Natura, not now, but in the past, it was created by women. There wasn't a lot of women there, the most of the people, so they were worrying about women. It's so nice because generally it's not common in the companies, for example. It's one thing that Natura did in the past. I don't know if Natura do it now, but in the past, yes, because I've already talked about women that work there and they feel so well with it. And recently I've already studied and read some articles about Barry Wellmler. I don't know if you know. They are a company of technology, yes, and they have what we know that is a kind of humanized policy. They have it, and it's so nice. The history of that company, it's amazing, and sometimes it's unbelievable because they have been doing a lot of good things, even though they have problems with the profits. For example, when the person won't work there more, for example, they help you to find a new job. So it's not common, and they do it when it's really necessary. They help the people a lot that are there, and I believe that when you help the employers, you are helping the community too, because that person has family, that person has kids, that person has wife, husband, and you can share that kind of behavior when you do it there, because that employer will, when that employer will be at home, they will share that kind of view too, and that kids share that view too. I believe in it, and that company is amazing, very well. They did a lot of things. They do a lot of things. Yes, when they have problems with profits, for example, they lower the salary of all employers in order not I forgot the name, not quick, the one of them, and they agree with it. And after, when the things are better, the company give some compensation for that employers too. So they really help one the other. So it works very well. When I can't work today, that's okay, and my co-worker will work for me, and after I will work for him. And it's a kind of humanized policy that has there. I don't know if it will work when that person that idealized it died, because it's very important, yes, because there is a person who imagined this and put it in practice, yes. I don't know if it will be the same in the future. That person has kids, and sometimes I think about it, and it's so nice that that company is amazing in my point of view.
Very interesting, very interesting. Thank you, Carmen. What is the company's name that you mentioned? Could you repeat it?
Very well. I will put the name because I don't know if it's the right pronunciation. Yes.
That's okay. Please. And Anise, and you can, I want to hear from you. Can you remember an example of a kind of like that? Please go ahead.
I know many companies do make CSR. For example, Parati, I don't know if you know this company, is a company that works with food, make cookies, pasta, many kinds of food. Then they invest in sport for the children. They invest a part of the profit to encourage the children to make sport. It also there are many banks like Sicobi, Sicredi. They teach the children about education, financial education, like how to spend the money, how to save money. And there is a bank who creates a online course for children to learning how to make some online gaming. I think it's very good. They can learn how to create an online games for free. It's only they only have to create an account and they can learn how to make some online gaming for free.
Awesome. Awesome. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Lunice. And you, Bruna, you can remember an example?
Oh, I think it's the Tesla. I think it's the beautiful example in the moment. I think it is because the Elon Musk with Tesla, like think about the environment and the special, because when he do the electric car, he think about the pollution. So I think it's the good example. Let me see the other. I think it's the Magalu. I don't know. I think it's a example here in Brazil because Magalu has a program with contract a different person, a black person, poor person. So I think sometimes that kind of the program. I think it's I don't know. I'm true about this, but Tesla, I think it's a good example.
And I remember one of Catarina Mina by Fortaleza is amazing too. It's a nice project. They have they sell bags at first, and how I don't know the name crochet in English. There are a lot of women that do that kind of job in the Nordeste, yes, and they are receiving good salaries for it. They are going to out of our country, and they show how much they are paying for the person who is doing that job. They show how much they are spending in order to have the website. They are showing how much they are spending with the material of the bags. So you can see the reason of the price of the product. It's amazing because generally we don't know. Generally the big companies has the profits and the person who made the job know. So there they show that people are receiving not a good salary. They are not rich, but they are showing that they are doing how can I say, a fair job. Yes, they are receiving for their hours that that person is spending there, and it is amazing. They show all the money that they are spending with the photos of the models, with the bags. They show about the correios, they show about the material they put the bag to send to you, and you really know about the real profit of the Catarina Mina, for example. That is amazing. It's a kind of CSR in my point of view, because that kind of job is not, how can I say, it's not important for business generally. Yes.
Yes, very
Not
interesting. Thank you, Carmen. So welcome back, guys. How was the conversation in your room? Rosane, let's hear from Rosane. Did you like it of the topic?
I never heard this topic before, so it was difficult for me to discuss. Honestly, I could not give, any smart opinions because I didn't know much vocabulary as well, I think. So, well, personally for me, it was difficult to have to keep the conversation going for me. But I tried to, discuss the topic. I tried to, talk and give my opinion based on the little I know. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Rosane. Let's hear from Elonise. I want to hear, what do you think of your first experience here on TNT? Just before we go.
It was very challenging, but I tried. I think the next time I will be best.
Yeah, definitely. You will be better, right? So, guys, your timing is running out. So I'm sending some links here on the chat for you. Why? Go ahead. I'm gonna send right now. Go.
Can you share the video, Ana Laura?
Yeah, for sure. Just a second. Please. Why is not coming? Guys, I'm not why the chat is not working for me? Oh, sorry. I know, I understand why. Everyone in the meeting. That's okay. Now you can see. The first one is for the feedback specifically about this meeting. Okay, the second one is to TNT's website. And the third one is for this YouTube live. So if you can go there, hit the like button and help the TNT's channel, right? Subscribe on the channel as well. And that's it. I hope to see you guys in the next week. Same time, same day here with me. And it was a pleasure. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. It's so
Thank
good.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day.